The next speaker on the list is David Coburn by the EFDD group.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm kind of horrified, Mr. Giegold, but I agree with him. He's probably not as horrified as he is that I agree with him. Your methodologies, sir, are so fuzzy and unscientific, they're almost like pin the tail on the donkey. It is the most ridiculous thing I've ever read. Anyway, apart from that, no one wants tax evasion, but many individuals and companies worldwide have to protect their hard-earned assets from dishonest, illegitimate, unstable or rapacious socialist governments. So the UK, you described as a tax haven by yourselves. No, it is not. It is an attractive place for investors, as it has a free enterprise, low taxation environment with respect for the individual's money or the company's money that they work hard to earn. It is not a bureaucratic monster sucking up taxpayers' money to pay the salaries and gold-plated pensions of bourgeois cadres in the European Union and its various constituent socialist governments. Fair and low taxes, gentlemen and ladies, will reduce tax avoidance. As a businessman, I am horrified that this bureaucrat's charter is being presented. Britain needs Brexit, hard Brexit, and we need it now. It's horrifying. This is some way of looking into people's affairs across Europe. We were supposed to have a common market. We were supposed to have free trade. That was what it was all about. Britain did not and never did sign up to being looked into by a bunch of bureaucrats and people's private bank accounts. That is not the British way, and I hope other people in Europe will feel similarly and will Brexit with us. Thank you.
I would like to thank the speaker for his very insightful comments into Europe being surrounded by socialism. And secondly, there may be different views on whether you really read the study, but I think the researchers would like to comment.
Yeah, I mean, there were 2 points really which I can respond to. I can't respond to the wider points.
Try.
Well, I could do privately, but not, I think, in this particular forum. I mean, I think to describe our methodology as ridiculous is not fair, actually, because I don't know what alternative there is to asking national authorities for information on the extent of this problem, talking to people and asking them to provide us with information. I don't think there's an alternative way of doing this. We did use the alternative of an econometric model, which of course doesn't mean talking to anybody, but the basic methodology of making contact with national authorities and other interested parties and asking them to provide us with information seems to me to be the only way of trying to do this sort of research. We did not say that the UK is a tax haven. We said that it's been described as a tax haven by other people, but not by us. So that is the answer to that. And as I say, I can't comment on the other points.
All right. I may add to this that part of the revelations were linked to the danger of funding Islamic terrorism, and I do think that a majority of British citizens would have a high interest into fighting also security threats by Islamic terrorism, and I think you would agree, but you still have time.
Well, can I just say that actually doing that won't make any difference because they can transfer money through an Islamic banking system that's been going on for centuries. So quite frankly, that's a nonsense. This is an excuse to stick your nose into people's business. Quite frankly, that is not true. This is just a way of bankrupt Europe and bankrupt socialist states throughout Europe grabbing more taxpayers' money. That's what it's all about. Let's be honest about it. It's got nothing to do with terrorism. Security services deal with that in many, many different ways, and that's a lot of hokum, and everybody knows it.
Thank you very much.